told you guys that I was done spending money on the red Porsche. Well, I guess I lied because today we have some new parts for it. So I'm gonna start by removing the front lip of the GT3 and the rear deck lid. That's because I have finally acquired some Manthey Racing parts for this Porsche. But if you don't know what Manthey Racing is, let me do the honor of educating you. Manthey Racing is a famous company known for its expertise in tuning and modifying Porsches. Founded in 1996 by Olaf Manthey. But not this Olaf. This Olaf. The company initially gained fame for its involvement in motorsports, specializing in Porsche racing cars, and later becoming synonymous with high-performance modifications for street cars as well. They offer a variety of products for cars that are only designed to make them faster for the track, which means suckers like me want them for their street cars. That was scary.
Look at that.
This was the lip that came on the car. This lip was pretty destroyed. We'll finally be replacing that today. Now with the lip off and some of the 3M tape off, I'm gonna move to the back because today we're gonna be replacing the rear wing. Now if you guys have been following the Clips channel, you guys know that Team Red has been getting a lot of love. I've been driving it a lot versus Team Purple, but I think it's just because it's like new and it's manual and I'm still trying to get over the initial excitement to decide which one I like better. But one thing I was really excited on for Team Red was getting the Porsche decal on the top of the wing. So I need your guys' thoughts below. Do we like this setup or the setup that I'm about to put on? But before we do that, we're gonna take this wing off, and it should be pretty simple. On either side of the wing, there's these little caps. We're gonna pop off these caps. There should be hardware, and we should be able to take off this whole entire wing and disconnect the light.
Well, I wasn't filming, but TJ popped off the first little grommet. No. In the ether, brother.
No. Sucks.
You could probably get your fingies in there, Pep.
It's hot in there.
Am I cooked? Chat, am I cooked? Am I cooked, chat?
I didn't mean your magnet.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, bro.
The other one I was going to get out, but that one is a little stuck.
Imagine that one. Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
It should be that.
It's right in there, chat.
Well, Chad, it's not that exactly, okay?
This is the third brake light, chat. Just unhook it from here.
Can I use your fingies?
Okay, follow it. See, it's right there. But then it's right there.
Hold on, chat. You can hold on, chat.
Oh, that's right. Chat, if you can just undo that, chat.
Listen, chat.
There we are. Yo,
Yo.
you say there's a new wing. I see no new wing. Looks like we did that all for nothing.
Oh, wait. Do you hear that? That sounds like the ultimate Porsche plug. These are actually from Derek's car, which are actually super cool. He, I'm not gonna say what's going on with his car unless you wanna tell people, but he was like, hey, I'm gonna be changing the look on mine, so if you are interested, I'll sell you my wing and lip, which I was like, yes, absolutely, let's pour more money into this car even though I don't need to do it. So, shout out to Derek because these, without him, I wouldn't have had these parts. And I'm like super excited. They're very subtle, but it's like that extra little piece. And then he also brought some stickers. Derek had these stickers on his car. I thought they were really cool. How do you order the GT3 MR edition? Can you do it from when you buy a car from factory, or do you buy it and then go to them? Is that like mainly a Europe thing?
Yes and yes. So on this 991, Manthey Racing only makes parts and releases in Europe. You can't not get it here in the US. They just started making Manthey Racing parts for GT4, GT4 RS, 991.2 GT3 RS, for here in the US, as well as all the 992 cars.
Yeah.
And you can only get it from a Porsche dealership. Porsche certified.
That's cool.
Manthey, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Porsche owns 51% of Manthey Racing.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so this is pretty official, and yeah, I just think the parts are cool, and they're set up just for downforce and optimum suspension setup. So
yeah. So all the parts available for the 991.2 GT3 is lip, wing, and coils. Or they do brakes too?
It's brake pads, brake lines, and then you named it. Most of
Yeah.
it is aero.
So, because we already have the Olins, I didn't feel the need to do the coilovers, but maybe the brake lines could be a cool option we could look into. But we're at least going to be kind of a half MR, and then you can get this cool little sticker, which like rather than having it say RS, it says MR, which is kind of like if you know type of thing.
And
Very,
why is,
very
why
cool.
is it gold?
Oh, Derek just told me this.
Yeah, so historically, Manthey Racing, once they built the car, they spec the badges to match the wheels. And so that's why.
Because this is like the white gold, it actually matches pretty close. And these are dusty right now, so they'll actually be a little bit shinier, but they match very, very well.
Solid.
So you can run these as 2 little door stickers and then one on the back. And we actually don't have a rear badge on, so this will be absolutely perfect. These are super cool. So if you guys want to get this stuff for your Porsche, I'll put all of Derek's stuff down below, but just know you're gonna have to break out a fatty wallet because these parts are not cheap, but they're very worth it. But that's what makes it cool, is the super rare stuff that's OEM. It's kind of like Z-Tune. It's not like Z-Tune, but like what makes the Nismo Z-Tune stuff so cool is that it's like a upgraded, more race style version for factory that is still Nissan. So I really geek out for Nismo for that reason, and as I've gotten deeper into the Porsche world, learning about Manthey and learning how they operate has developed a really big desire for me to get that on my car. So we're gonna go ahead and install all this stuff. Welcome back to the #1 sports broadcasting network, where I give you my Underdog fantasy picks for this week's games. If you don't know what Underdog fantasy is, you're living under a rock, and you should wake up and smell the flowers, because Underdog is the best place to play if you're a fan of sports and you want to cash in on your favorite athletes' performances. Now let's get to this week's picks. This week's picks is gonna be on the Steelers game. Last week before Christmas, I gave you guys some picks that were, let's just say, not ideal, but the cheddar is smelling ripe this morning, and I have a really great feeling about this one. So here are our picks. Now, I really think that Russell Wilson is gonna wanna pick up the slack here because he's been absolutely letting us down. So this week, I think he's really gonna be throwing with his arm, and we're gonna change it up. Rather than focusing on the offense, we're gonna focus on my brother, TJ Watt, to pull through with a sack. Now, if you wanna play this game, you're in luck because this is available in 30+ states, including Texas, California, and Georgia. And as always, Underdog likes to treat its new customers well. So this week, there is a free pick on Justin Herbert. It's pretty much a gimme, so include this free pick with my projected for the ultimate Chad. Now remember, you can use promo code HUNT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Now that is a special code from me to you, and as a thank you of our network here, we really hope you use that. So download the app today and turn all that knowledge inside that brain into a W at Underdog Fantasy. Let's get back to today's episode. Dude, this wing's gonna be wild.
I'm so excited.
This was the thing I wanted the most.
Yeah. I love the dramatized
Yeah.
deck.
And I just got the sticker on there too,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's
So
gonna be really cool.
What are you gonna do on this? Gloss black or like a gold Porsche? Are you gonna do a
I
sticker?
I don't know. I think nothing. I think I'll leave it naked. I think for now. I think if we were to put red on there, it would look kind of
A
corny.
little much, yeah.
But what's really cool is look how much bigger the M plate is on.
Yeah, that's rad. Here.
Like, watch. Hold on.
Here, can I hold it?
So it's still actually skinnier than the RS wing, but the M plate's wider.
The triple stack.
The triple stack.
It's like the scene from Cars.
Yeah.
Imagine, dude.
Sick.
I've been thinking about this all night. I was like, Derek's coming tomorrow, I'm gonna get all the new stuff. We're gonna start with the best piece first, and that is the wing. And one thing I really wanna highlight is because this is a factory Porsche part, you could say, the fitment is dialed, and it makes installing it extremely easy because you're not fighting any corners or edges to get anything to line up. It just slips in perfectly. And the touch of the matte carbon just absolutely sets it off. But leave your comment down below. Should we add a decal to the wing to add a little bit of spice, or should we leave it naked? It's tough to see right now because the car is jacked up right now, but I put it on the low setting. So rather than it being like this, it's like this. I feel like if I go too aggressive, because of the depth of the wing, it might be so big, it might look a little bit off, but we will make some adjustments if needed. Now we're gonna move on to putting on the MR front lip. And to do that, we're gonna take off the front wheels because we need to access the fender liners, and this will just make the job way easier. Strong guy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Stand on the brake hard. I am. All your might.
You're not.
You're not. And with the lip, it's the same story as the wing. The fitment on this is absolutely perfect. And fun fact, Porsche doesn't use any hardware for the lip. It actually all clips into the lower bumper, so it makes the job extremely easy. And after that, all we have to do is just attach on the new arch guards, which actually does require one bolt and just a little bit of 3M tape. The real place where you're gonna notice the difference on this lip is with the cup lip, you actually get like a 2-inch shoulder, and you see where it lines up now. The factory bumper extension right here doesn't protrude at all, so you kind of have like an overhang. So this is essentially a GT3 cup lip, and then Manthey produces this shoulder with a bracket underneath that allows you to put it on like that. So it is much more aggressive. Now really look at this, and it's much similar to the RS. The RS has that big beefy shoulder and that little piece. So it's a really, really small detail that if you don't know what you're looking at, you won't notice it. But if you do know and you're into it, it just gives it that extra little bit of aggression that sets the car off.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this hardware without dropping it. Give me a second.
Nice.
Oh, you have to thread that.
Is there any opposition for me clipping this? Bitch. Hold on, I'm getting pissed. I need a break. I can't see anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't noticed TJ and I switch positions. Why? Why, TJ?
If you still really can't see a difference from the stock lip to the Manthey Racing lip, here's a side-by-side comparison. And you can really just tell that the Manthey Racing lip is a little bit wider and has a broader, more distinct shoulder off the fender arch that gives it that little bit of aggression.
People.
All right, I want to see it.
The wing is sick.
It's sick.
Oh,
Dude, it's aggressive.
I don't know. I might kick it up a little
That's
bit.
what I was gonna say. It might look good more.
Oh yeah, the extra front lip buff. Dude, all of it.
Oh,
Does it look like it hit chest day or something?
yeah, that's it.
Oh, dude.
That's for sure it right
Yeah.
there, brother. I don't even. I don't know if you kick it.
down low.
This one's crazy. This view is insane.
Like if you were a midget and you saw this car,
Yeah.
I would be in love.
I just changed the wing setting. I bumped it up to the tall setting. I think it looks way better. I don't know if you'll be able to notice it on camera because it's tough to pick up on that stuff on camera. but
see that.
No, you can notice it.
It is aggressive. From this video on, I don't believe there's anything more I would do to this car. I think it is like done.
Sick.
Who needs an RS when you got an MR, Kev? Because I got both.
Yeah, then you're gonna sell them.
Hey.
Dude, that being so close to the wheel face, you really understand what's going on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
We're putting down the champagne ones right now.
Oh, you are? Is there a different one?
I'm gonna feel it out.
Is there a different one?
Are you trying to troll me, Kev?
Is there a different one?
We have a black set as well. I'm gonna try the gold ones. Let me know down below. Do we like the gold ones? Or do we think the black will look cleaner?
I don't know, man. That gold is just that little.
I know the gold's cool. I just don't know if it's too much.
Yeah.
We were just getting a little photo set up the street, and I just got a call because our BRZ giveaway winner from the last Unco giveaway, the one that was before the Street Hunter Mustang, it's been a while since that giveaway has ended, but his work schedule is really busy. So it took him like over a month to get a day to come down here. So he just rolled up and he's here to get his BRZ. So we'll just roll down the street and go say, oh, this cup lip. It's aggressive.
Oh, you're good.
Well, I'm good going this way, but I scraped going out, so he should be right over here. They beat us to the inside.
Damn.
They beat us here. It's their shop now. There he is. What's up, man? Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah,
Hi,
nice to meet you. This is Ant. Sorry, he's at the camera.
Come on, guys.
Let's have you come in first. You know what? She'll get the first impression.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's sick, right?
Don't tell me.
It's f***ing gorgeous.
Yeah. No peeking. I'm gonna run to the wall. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alright, open up. Open it up, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's gonna be sick. It's gonna match the WRX. We'll drive blue.
So
Best
gangster.
color ever. Have you driven the new BRZ yet? No.
Damn.
Are you a fan? Wait. Are you a fan?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
She actually, I talked her into getting an FRS.
Oh, sick. Oh, she's gonna be driving this more than you. It's good. So it's got the STI short shifter. Everything else though is stuff. I'm not a fan of gauges and all this type of stuff, but it has the turbo kit. It has coilovers, HREs, R888s, full Street Hunter kit with all the carbon accents. I'll show you the hood too. It's the full double-sided hood in carbon. Super sick. Go ahead, start her up. We'll be right back. So yeah, it's got a good blow up.
Yeah, that sounds
Pretty sick. I'm excited for you. Are you gonna try to daily this or what?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided what we're gonna do.
Yeah, you gonna keep this? You gonna sell the WRX? Any ideas?
I can't sell the WRX. I built that with my own money.
Okay,
So
that
means
one's
a little bit
special
too
one.
much for me.
That's fair. It will get you into trouble, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy on the way there, on the way home.
Silky, dude.
Yeah, no, this feels great.
Super good.
It's gonna be a little bit to get used to because
For sure.
the clutch is way lighter than mine.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, so it's I like when I was trying to do like the.
You gotta find that catch
Yeah.
point and get familiar with it.
Yeah, this is all just crazy to me. Just driving this car right now.
Yeah, I was
being
gonna say
with
you're
you.
on I forget you're on a sensory overload
Yeah.
right now. New streets, new place, new car,
Yeah.
and trying to have a conversation.
Porsche.
Yeah, just keep going
Yeah.
straight.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Yeah, so this would be a good opportunity. If you go down to second gear, you can go like second to 3 here, as much as you're comfortable. And remember, the BRZ is unlike the WR. Oh, I guess the WRX is very similar. You got to ring out the gear. So like when you get more comfortable
Yeah.
and you're driving home, like I have the rev limiter set to like 74.
Okay.
Which is pretty safe. You're not gonna be so like when I drive my BRZs, I ring the out.
Yeah.
Like that's how they kind of like to be driven. Yeah, like right there. There you go.
Sorry,
Easy. No, you're.
I really don't want to scrape.
You're okay. Here, why don't you just pull straight up to the Mustang?
She really wants this car right here.
Does she?
She was.
You guys want to go on a ride along in it?
Yeah. No,
That thing's fast as.
yeah. I bet.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that thing drives fantastic. It is smooth. It doesn't feel like it's like modified at all, but
Yeah.
it's great.
That's one thing I told you guys a lot, but I feel like you would believe it way more coming out of Ty's mouth than mine. The setup on that car was just like super good, super smooth. But he did mention when we came in, you're like, oh, we really love the Mustang, and she really wants to ride in the Mustang. you wanna hop in it?
It's got 4 seats.
It's got. We could put you in the back, or you could kick Ty out of the front seat. Up to you.
Go.
Oh shit!
Damn.
All right, Ty, so this is the part in the video where I tell you you have the option, rather than taking the BRZ, you can take the Mustang.
Is he for real?
Don't.
No, I'm just fucking playing. I'm just fucking
Suck, man.
I believed him. I believed him. That was rude.
She liked it though.
I loved it.
It's
So
a
much.
cool car. We were at the top of third gear, grabbing fourth, and we were dumping clutch in second gear, stepping out, and she was super calm. Well, I didn't see her, but she didn't squeal on.
No, I was smiling. I was having way too much fun.
You just review the footage. She's grabbing her.
Every time we have a new winner come by, we always let them shop on the Hunt & Co side. There's usually some new stuff that's not out yet. And you guys are keeping us super busy with the Mustang giveaway, so the shelves are a little barren, but we have some new stuff. This is an Evo 5 t-shirt that isn't out yet. Trust me, take that, you'll like that. New windbreaker.
One of my favorites, personally.
Thank you.
There you go. Do you have friends that wear hats?
Yeah, my friend Damien.
All right, Damien's the one who got you on the vlog. We got Damien, I got you.
You got ice.
Damien, he's being a little bit shy, so I don't know what type of hat you'll want, so I'll just get you one of everything. Give you a bag to put it in.
Personally, that's my pick. Personally, the best smelling air fresheners.
Jet tags,
Oh yeah, make it rain.
one of every sticker, and then the hats if you want to. All right, they're going to be driving to Washington, 15 hours, maybe some rain in the future, but we hope you guys not. Also, we're going to put his Instagram on screen so you can follow the life of the car if you want to post about it. Usually, everyone who wins the car, we tell people their Instagram, so you can follow the build as they go along to see if he changes it or sells it.
What? You're gonna
Or
do
who
that?
knows?
Why are you gonna do that? No. You just won it.
Who knows? Who knows, man? Well, congratulations. You guys drive safe. I'm excited to see the progression of this car if you end up changing it or keeping it the way it is.
That hurts.
I'll miss you. Owned that car for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Signal reveal, it works.
No scrape. Oh, he knows what he's doing.
Damn, I can't believe it.
Forever.
Damn. Well, another winner in the books. Remember, could be you. You guys have like less than just about 30 days till the Mustang giveaway is over. So head to the website. Every $1 you spend will get you an entry. And if you win, I'll give you a phone call. We'll fly you out here. You'll come, you'll hang out, get to meet the crew, drive the car, and then win the fastest car we've ever given away, the Mustang. Crazy. All right, now that Ty is gone, driving the GT3 MR home. Oh. I don't know if I like the way, is it valid to call it a GT3 MR?
I think so. I don't think that
We're missing the coilovers, okay? I think the Olins are better than the because the coilovers, the Manthey Racing coilovers are KW V3s. Maybe a little bit different.
Yeah, I think you can get away with it. I'd say yes. You get my thumbs up.
I don't know, chat. What do you think, chat? Okay, so we're gonna make one more little errand tonight. Something that if you've been watching the channel for a long time, you're like, oh yeah, duh, I know that. I used to play paintball all the time. I used to play like pretty competitively and play in tournaments and all that type of stuff. And for my birthday last week, I actually went paintballing again. Brought out my old gun and all this stuff, and I had such an amazing time reliving that hobby that I used to have. So much to the fact that I'm gonna go again this Sunday with some people that I met at the field when I last just went. But what I'm saying is, my gun was a super nice gun back when I bought it. Today's standard, it's not worth much, but it's still awesome and I love it. But because that gun had been sitting for so long, I needed to fix some things on it. So I found this local paintball store that's very close to the shop. We're gonna go there right now. And they actually did a service on my gun for me and got it working and fixing, and had I went to try to use it the same, like that time I went without servicing it, the gun would have failed. I've gotten to know the owner a little bit and I'm gonna go play with him this weekend, but it was just so much fun. And I forgot on just how much I love doing that. So we're gonna go drop off my old paintball gun and my tank. Long story short, we're gonna swap out the regulators because I'm not gonna get into it, but I just need to make some few changes. So I'm gonna drop it off and he's gonna fix it for me before the weekend. And I'm for sure about to scrape right now. I scraped going out. Maybe if I go left, maybe if I go right to left, you guys, let's go this way. This is the way Kevin goes. Am I gonna scrape? Am I gonna scrape? Am I gonna scrape? Uh-oh, oh God. No scrape. No scrape. Let's go. GT3 MR, no scrape. Okay, so this is Ramon. He's responsible for getting me back into paintball and spending more money in paintball.
Proudly.
He serviced his whole gun, got it working. I told you guys all about that. But then the tank that I got, we had to switch out the rake pressure because it was going out too hot and the regulator inside the gun's a little tired. So we needed to get the rake pressure to be set to work cohesively. Did I say that kind of right?
These guns are all about just setting the pressure and balancing it and stuff like that. So if there's too much air going in here, you have to balance it out. And because the O-rings are kind of,
it's a little old school.
It's a little old school.
It's a little old school now.
This thing rips. I mean,
I love this gun.
I want to buy it from him. So
I said nah.
270, 265, 260. So we're definitely under 285.
Yeah.
We can even bring it up a little right now. So it should be good, but dang.
The OG days, man. I feel so good with this thing. I'm gonna pick up a barrel kit as well. Okay. I need you to tell me which one you'd buy. There's the carbon one and the freak one.
The carbon one is my recommendation.
Okay. The manual gearbox on this car is so damn good, you guys. I wish I had a microphone on the outside of the car. I wanted to show you guys how crispy the downshifts are on this thing. And I know you guys have seen it, but your boy's just still obsessed with this gearbox. Makes me question if I was to get a 992 GT3, if I would opt to get it in the manual versus the PDK. And I honestly think that I would. So good, downshift. It's perfect. And I noticed when I go in sport mode, I don't know if this was factory on this car or not, because we did so like, we put a tune on it. In sport mode, it will auto hold, or it will blip your downshifts for you. And it does it in a really cool way. I'll show you. So when you, so when you downshift, it will blip the throttle, but it will hold RPM, and it sounds like a pit limiter. Like it goes whoop, until you disengage the clutch. That sounded really stupid, but I'll show you. Watch, let me get to 5th gear. All right, let's see if you guys can hear this. It does it for a second. I'll show you the tack. You might be able to hear it more. Watch this. It will hold it. Did you hear that? It like holds it there for a second, and it, I don't know, it's just like the coolest sounding thing ever. Now with the MR parts on it, it's really done. Like there's nothing more that I could do to it. It's perfect. Interior, done. Exterior, done. Performance, done. Wheels, done. It already has gyro discs, rotor upgrades, it has steel line upgrades, has the aggressive pad, has Cup 2 tires. She's done, boys. Here's a sight that I can finally show you guys. I actually bought the Ferrari. I've had it for almost a month now and just kept it off the vlog, and I've been driving it and just enjoying it in its stock form. But I've had these two cars parked in the garage together, and seeing the reds together just hits different. But for those who care, I want to showcase some of the stuff that I got, because paintball was like what this channel started with. It's been such a big part of my life, and now I'm getting back into it. And when I went there, I met all these new people and stuff, and apparently all the old gear that I have, like this NXE gear bag, this company's not around anymore, but they used to be huge, and all this stuff is like OG now, and like you don't see it anymore. So a lot of the guys were like tripping out that I had it, and like, dude, it's so cool to see that. You don't see that and stuff anymore. But I had to get a new pod pack, because my old pod pack, which was an NXE pod pack, is really stretched out. It's all like the elastic is really old, and I had to, I was running around and one of my pods fell out of the elastic. So I was like, okay, gotta get a new one of those. Got a new pair of pants. I had to get a new I4 lens on my mask, because my mask is all scratched up. So kind of splurged and kind of got myself the things that I just were a little bit outdated, but still running the OG Ego. For those who know paintball, I'm thinking about getting the LV2, which is the new one, just because, I don't know, when I was a kid and I was getting all this stuff, I like was barely able to afford them, and I was like buying and trading guns to try to sell my way up to the nicer stuff. But now as an adult that clearly has a problem with buying things, I'm like, oh, new gun? No problem, let's just buy it. So I'm like, I'm used to like spending money on things like this that are obviously way more expensive than paintball. And I'm going back into paintball and I'm like, dude, like, let's just get fully kitted up. This is way cheaper than buying car parts. But it's been a lot of fun. And for those that know paintball, it's a really fun thing to do. And it's really kind of fun to dive back into. I'm like a serial hobbyist. I like have 40 million hobbies, and that's like a problem of mine, obviously. But I don't know, I'm stoked on it. I also will say the cup lip is a little bit lower and more aggressive, and I've already scraped it twice. So for anyone that's trying to get an MR lip, just know it is aggressive, but the wing on the high kick setting, super aggressive, but what a showpiece, dude. With the gold champagne GT3 MR badge. Dude, unreal. Now I have that badge in black. So if I end up not liking it, look at that. I get home and Kevin and Nate are in my house just working out. I told them to come over and work out. I'm about to work out myself with them, but the gold badges, dude. I'm a little bit undecided on the door. I think I told you guys that. When I was in the shop, it was like super bright. I didn't really like it, but now seeing it in more neutral lighting, I think it's very clean and it matches the wheels. But I do have all these stickers in black. If I ever am like, I don't know, I can't get down with it and I want to change, we have the option, but just, what? It's insane. It's insane. We're watching a video on the 992 GT3 RS Manthey Racing kit, which is absolutely insane. They just released it, like I think a couple weeks ago. And kind of what we were talking about earlier today. Well, I don't think we talked about this, but Manthey now, at least for the 992, they were able to increase the downforce by 20% while keeping the coefficient drag the same. And which is
For somebody who doesn't know, that's absurd.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
And there's like aero discs, a front lip, a crazy rear wing, like a roof vortex generator, and a few other things, suspension. And Manthey won't sell the pieces one by one because if you buy just like the front lip and the wheel discs, it will perform worse than it will if it's 100% stock. You can only buy it if you buy the whole entire package because it as a whole increases the performance of the car. And if you do individual pieces on the 992, it will just decrease it, which is kind of crazy, but
So it throws off the balance.
yeah, Porsche owns 51% of Manthey, and Manthey obviously owns the other 49%. So they get, it's just cool watching this video. I don't know what it is. Kevin just found it, but like learning more about it, it's very, very cool stuff.
They wanna know about the timeline. How we done it, how we do it, how we get mine. They know I got it, so yeah, they wanna rock mine. Yeah, copycats, yeah, they wanna rock.
And also shout out to the most recent Valvoline orders. We have Alonso Gomez, Michael Quintana, Trayton Hapala, I said that wrong, Brett Ridley, Brandon Poland. And the last one for today is Jacob Felber. Thank you so much. Good luck for the Mustang.
Shades on, phones off. When the bass line goes off.